Zoe Ball.
Hello, welcome to It Takes Two. As the weekend draws closer, we're all desperate to get ourselves to the Tower Ballroom. I'm excited. The audience are excited. The crew are excited. Men. Let's find out if tonight's guests are two. It's Ori and Joanne. And Danny and Oti. Hang on a minute, this is a bit odd. Is Ian waiting there too? Is he there?
Yeah!
Oh, hang on a minute. This is that silly mannequin challenge, isn't it? Yeah. Do you know what? I'm over it. Excuse me, everyone. Just a minute. Oh, you lot, we've got a show to do. Oh, stop your larking about. Excuse me, it does seem we have a slight technical problem at the moment. While I sort this lot out, have a reminder of this one's thrilling Argentine tango at the weekend. It's Danny and Oti.
It was absolutely incredible. It really was.
I was just swept away. I thought it was brilliant.
The determination, the precision, it was a killer Argentine tango.
Danny and Oti, welcome. And congratulations, because Bruno was so right. It really was a killer tango. I was watching it and thinking, oh, this is good. And then it got better. And then it got better and better. It was unbelievable. First time, you two, on your own, at the top of the leaderboard. Well done. You must be so chuffed with yourselves.
That was just fantastic. Oh, what can you say? It was brilliant, and I didn't even realise that until later on. But yeah, it's brilliant to be up there and to be up there on our own for the first time.
First time. Whoa. Incredibly technical as well. I mean, watching some of the intricate work there, if there'd been one slip, it could have been catastrophic. But no, it was absolute perfection. What was going through your mind? How did you keep yourself sort of in control?
Well, I think actually I threw a lot of focus into this one, the most we've ever had, I think. It was the most I felt focused in and concentrated on the dance, because I had, as people may have seen, I had a bit of a tough week that week, and personally. So the dance was my escape from that.
Okay.
And so I threw everything into it, and I felt like Oti was just amazing all week with me, and we just got on with the work, and that dance was kind of really fantastic for me and really helpful. And so I was just so focused and in it. It just felt like that's all I was thinking about, because it's all I could let myself think about.
And I know you dedicated it to your dad as well. That's just lovely, sending lots of love
thank
to
you
your
very much.
family as well. Oti, were you confident in rehearsals how well he was doing this dance?
I was so confident. I think I said it to him. That was, in the entire show, the best training week that I've had with him, because I knew what was going on, and regardless of everything, he was with me in training, with concentration, giving 100%, and it didn't feel like other stuff was going on. So it was literally just us in those characters the entire week, and we didn't even argue.
She was borderline nice to me sometimes.
It was really nice, but that's because we were just so into those characters that it just gelled.
It was a fun dance as well. We
Yeah.
really enjoyed doing it, and like those intricacies were really nice. But yeah, as you said, they could have been catastrophic.
Yeah.
Sometimes they
Yeah.
were. Bless Oti, she really did get kicked. And
You were bruised.
I have bruises
Everywhere.
single
That's why she's wearing the long trousers. I know, they take it so well. Amazing scores. Len was loving the pain and the passion. Now, Darcy thought it was a bit too aggressive on points, but still, 2 9s, 2 10s. Incredible scores.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. I think we also, once again, didn't look for the scores, but for the tango, I think the intention was kind of to be a little bit aggressive and intense, not too much, because obviously maybe the nerves took over, but that was what we wanted to create, something very different and fresh, and that people are stuck with us the whole dance from beginning to end.
For me, I'm not an expert on the style or what you're supposed to put into it, but I am a stickler for the character and the story of the dance. And for what we had as a story and with the song, it did make sense to be that frustrated and aggressive. I understand completely that maybe that wasn't right for Craig and Darcy.
Yeah. But with the storytelling, you're absolutely right. And it must be great for you to do your day job a little bit there out on the dance floor. Bit of acting. That character was great.
Well,
I was scared.
I did enjoy it. It was
He was like that the whole week. He was
That's
like,
only 'cause I
"Oti."
kicked you.
Yeah, that's true. He was like, "Oti, come here." I was like, "Okay."
You do get carried away, but it really helps for me to do that. We learnt that very early on from our second dance, the Viennese waltz. Once I had a character, it was so easy to lose myself because you go out there and you can feel so silly doing what you're not used to doing in front of millions of people. As soon as you give me that character and let me like escape, like separate it from me, and then I enjoy it so much more.
And off you go. It's
yeah.
glorious to watch as well. Mary Berry loved it in the audience. Also, so much love online, naturally. Tamika tweeted, just they can't tell you how many times I watched Danny and Oti Strictly Routine. Reminded me of myself and Gorka. No, love you, Tameeks. So much praise for you. Have you heard from any of the other, our lovely gang of class of 2016?
We've still got our group chat, and
Yeah.
it's so nice that even when they leave, they don't just like, that's it, see you later, Strictly. They are still on the group chat, still so supportive. They watch the show, they comment on everyone's dances, they wish us luck. We're trying to organise a time to meet up. It's fantastic. It really doesn't stop when they go. They are really supportive to everybody.
It's family, isn't it? It's family. It's the big one this weekend, the big B word, and you two, Blackpool, have a corker of a dance, Charleston at Blackpool. I mean, this is incredible. How's it going?
How's it going, OT?
Oh, look at our faces. That's how
They need to change.
Yeah, they need to change.
Happy dance at Charleston.
We do not look happy there. It's going well. We just got it. Like, we literally just got it.
Today.
Before
Lucky.
we got here. It is hectic. After the jive and then Argentina Tango to have a Charleston, which is another big number. It's really tiring, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun.
It's a lot of fun. You know what? Whenever you watch everyone else do it, it looks so much fun that you don't realise the effort.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's
exhausting,
amazing
isn't it?
how easy they've all made it look.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get to grips with it, I thought it's just going to be a funny, like, enjoyable routine. Like, this quick step sort of happened quite organically. It felt great the whole time. But this one has got to have that nice, light energy of the quick step. But the steps are so difficult. It's because I think now it's not just my legs. Now I've got to use my arms and everything. These are my worst enemies.
Ears as well. There's a cheeky character. Aren't you playing a waiter? And weren't you once a waiter? So you don't even have to.
I've gone
Yeah.
full circle.
Oh, yeah.
My first ever job when I was 15 was as a waiter in a little pub in Pagham in Bognor Regis.
Right.
And now I've gone full circle and I'm playing a waiter at Blackpool.
It's perfect. From Bognor to Blackpool and back. 9 dances in, Oti. Does Danny pick the moves up quicker now? Don't listen.
No.
No. Okay.
You know what happened? A few days ago, we were actually training with Ed Balls and Katya.
Yeah.
And we were just walking past, and they were already running. I think it was a Monday, and they were running their choreography, and she was like, go, go, go. And I'm
Exactly
looking
how she
at
sounds.
Danny, and I'm like, we don't even have the choreography.
She is genuinely that disappointed. I swear.
I literally was looking in the window, and they were just going over and over it. I'm like, you don't even know what you're doing.
I know.
It's
This is Ed's
so-
balls. Danny,
I
come put
know.
out. But I
It's
tell you
so
what, when you
funny.
get to the floor, you would never know that. It's incredible.
No.
Good luck this weekend. I think it's going to be incredible. Danny and Oti. It's exciting. Right, time now to catch up with a man who has tapped, twirled and tangoed his way around Blackpool's Tower Ballroom more times than I've had hot dinners. It's my little hotspot, Ian Waite. Everybody, it's that time of the year again, Ian. Can you believe it? It feels like it's come round so quick as well.
believe it,
Obviously, are you excited to see what our Blackpool couples are going to pull out of the bag this weekend?
Definitely. I mean, everybody wants to get there. It's steeped in history. It's such an amazing place to dance, and I'm sure they'll be producing their best.
That
when they
we've
get
seen
there.
yet. Woohoo! The nerves might get to you though as well because it's so huge. You've danced there a lot, haven't you?
Yes,
Has it
many
been good
times.
to you,
We never
Blackpool?
made it, did we? We didn't.
We
do it.
never made it
that
there.
season.
No.
We did. That season didn't go to Blackpool, did it?
Oh no, we didn't go to Blackpool. That's it.
It was the credit crunch.
We didn't go
wasn't
anywhere.
That's
That
why
was
we
it. It
didn't
was
go.
tight. BBC, you know what it's
Damn
like.
credit crunch.
But you did dance there with Denise Lewis, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Amazing, and she did brilliantly.
Yeah, we nearly ran out of room, even at Blackpool.
That's the athlete in her. OK, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm not, actually. I haven't got my
what?
wand.
Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. I saw my mate Stephen Seagal had it earlier on. There he is. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thanks very much. Off you go. Let's hope he hasn't had his lunch. OK, we're going to start
very
with
much.
Greg and Natalie. Paso Doble was bringing through so much character to it last weekend. Dance Off survived. Quick step for these guys to Born to Hand Jive.
Yes.
Sha-na-na on that huge floor. It'll be
Oh,
amazing.
you know what? Grease, it just does it to me. Anything from Grease. I can remember that album.
Oh, yes.
And them on the front cover. I
know,
There's me
gorgeous.
pretending I was like
Olivia
Sandy.
Newton-John. Knew it.
Well, there was some really nice content. We missed it, but there was some very good movement. And, of course, he's an athlete. Like Denise, he's going to cover that floor without a doubt. What I noticed, though, that there's a couple of places,
Yeah.
on that one, where he needs to just pick up, look, on the balls of the feet, very flat feet in places. He's moving well, but he just needs to get his weight onto the balls of the feet, which will keep him lighter and make him look lighter and make his feet look a little bit smaller.
OK, very nice
See, little
too.
tip there.
Yeah, tips for all of you.
That's what I do with my size 12s.
Yeah. They're huge. Judge Rinda and Oksana are getting their Spice Girl on.
Yes.
They'll be doing a salsa to spice up your life.
of
He's
my
done
fa-
2 brilliant weeks of ballroom, and is this looking good?
One of my favourite songs, Zoe. This
Is it really?
Absolutely Spice Up Your Life, one of my favourite songs.
Which Spice Girl were you? I don't want to know
Baby
the
Spice.
answer to that.
There was lovely Shanae turns there with
Oh, I
a
love
good
a Shanae.
spotting.
Yeah.
Lovely shimmy. But what I wanted to point out was the wonderful choreography. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Look,
Oksana's
watch this again. I'm going to slow it down and then round and then
Little
yeah,
hip,
little hip bump,
nice.
around, double turn, around the back. Now your arms have got to be very flexible and relaxed to do that. Do you want to just try a little move?
Oh,
like
not
that?
after last week's
Last week.
incident with the lip.
So what we
OK.
got?
OK.
You go under that way.
Under this
I
way.
go.
Ooh.
And then you go that
Oh,
way. So
that's
again.
simple. Ah, ooh, ooh. That's great. I like that.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, I'm falling apart. Look,
I
look.
may
Oh.
need a chair. I love that shirt this week.
yourself in.
Claudia and AJ, they're doing
Yes.
a jive to Hey, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my man. Hey, Mickey.
Hey, Mickey.
Hey, Mickey.
Hey, Mickey.
Which I loved. Obviously, she wasn't alive when this record came out, but it should be spectacular. I'm imagining lots of gymnastics and stuff coming out in this
Oh,
one.
yeah, that'll be great, won't it?
Yeah,
Because she
it's
looks like a little... I was going to say she looks like a little gymnast, but she is.
Yes,
A little cheerleader, she looks like. And, yes, I mean, I think this would be great for her. There is some difficult content in there, Zoe.
Yeah,
some
good to see.
Double turns there, which are not easy. She's stepping it a lot rather than... With the turns, you've got to keep them very small and keep them very light. So she's got to stay up on the balls of her feet and a bit more bouncy on the feet. They're a bit sort of hard.
OK.
You've got to make it look cushioned
Soft.
as you bounce. So,
OK.
so everything that you do there. But as you can see, at the moment, it's quite a challenge for her, which we haven't seen before.
She's shattered.
And so you can see she's a little bit like, oh, this is hard. And I think AJ's taking it to the limit this week
OK.
with choreography.
But whenever they get to the floor, though, that performance all comes out, and it's incredible. Louise and Kevin are doing a Paso Doble. Kevin loves this dance. Paso Dobles do brilliantly at Blackpool. Can this be a winner?
Well, I remember him before in those lovely pants with the decoration up the side. That did it for me, honestly. It was amazing. Well, she has a fantastic use of skirt
Go
here.
on, Lou.
Look at it. Wonderful. Wrapped around the body. Very much like a flamenco dancer. Very expressive with her hands as well. As you can see, lots of tension and toning throughout the fingers, which creates that shaping and that sort of Spanish look. As if they've got castanets in the hands, you see. And now, what I wanted to say is that what wonderful shaping she's got. Look,
Yeah.
she's got a fabulous flexibility throughout the body. There you go.
OK. And look at Kev's hair. It looks amazing. There we go.
gorgeous.
That is absolutely beautiful. Ian Waite, everybody. Now, this young man has been a very busy boy recently. Earlier this month, we sent him up to Blackpool to revisit his dance roots at one of Britain's biggest ballroom competitions. Let's see how he got on.
Today I'm swapping Strictly's shiny floor for Europe's largest ballroom to show you a piece of the world I grew up in. competitive ballroom dancing. Today, the best of the best non-professional dancers from around the country and beyond are competing at all levels in one of Britain's biggest dance competitions, the ISTD Grand Finals in Blackpool Winter Gardens. The first impressions when you walk into this ballroom is, wow, it's impressive. I last danced here about 10 years ago and it still has the same feeling. It's such a fabulous place to be. With a wide spectrum of dancers, this is a great place to meet people who love ballroom dancing as much as I do. Meet Francesca, a young hopeful who has been participating in this event for a number of years. How long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing, I've been doing Latin and ballroom about 13 years.
And what about the competitions, these sort of competitions?
I love it. This is my 7th Blackpool now.
Your 7th Blackpool.
Yeah.
How do you try and stand out in a crowd?
You kind of just go for it more with the performance. I think it's the adrenaline when you're out there, and I think confidence can carry you so far. Obviously try and do my technique as well as I can as well, and go for it, yeah.
The people with the notepads in their hands are our judges. I've caught up with one of my old friends, Peter Nash, a former competitor and a judge, to get the lowdown. The last time I competed against you was here when we were 16 and you actually beat me, didn't you?
I did, yes.
You were first and I was third.
And that was the last time I beat you as well, wasn't it?
Well, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. So tell us, Peter, how does the judging system work?
Well, it starts with, for example, 50 couples, and we go through the heats, and we're chopping down by half, really. It's quite tough. This is a very high standard competition, and there's no age limit either. It doesn't matter whether you're 5 or 95.
And what exactly are you looking for out of the couples?
Well, I'm looking for timing, I'm looking for footwork, and really charisma. Someone who's going to stand out and shine, and a little bit of showbiz, really.
That was always me.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I
Still
remember.
is.
Technique, not so much.
Still is.
While the couples wait nervously for their turn, I'm busy making new friends. Some of them have been dancing much longer than me. So Rita, what competition are you in?
Well, this one this evening is the over 65. I was rather hoping they'd have an over 80, but of course they don't.
You're
They
not
haven't got
over
that.
80.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
You look amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
How long have you been dancing?
Since I was 12.
Wow. And has it changed very much over that period?
I mean, it's really fast now, everything out there, but of course it's probably because I'm getting older and I can't keep up the pace. But it's fantastic nevertheless. And I honestly believe, though, Ian, it does keep you fairly young.
I hope I look like you.
Oh, I'm
when
sure.
I'm in
No,
my
you don't want to
80s.
look like me.
Yes, with the dress and everything.
Oh, that'd be fine. It'd be a disaster.
Back on the dance floor, the scores are counted and the verdict is in. Francesca, well done.
Oh, thank you.
So you came fourth.
Yes.
Are you pleased with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Congratulations,
Thank you so
well
much.
done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow, what an amazing night. So if you've ever wondered what it'd be like to be on Strictly, get your dancing shoes on, get practicing, and I'll see you next year in Blackpool.
They're all gorgeous. Nice jacket, Ian. Now, as Blackpool's most famous daughters, the Nolans, once sang... I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing. So let's see how Ed and Katja and Judge Rinda and Oksana have been getting on in training. The question is, are they still in the mood? That was terrible.
2, 3, 4, and 5, 6.
With the jive, it's going to be fast and pacey and energetic.
Number one in jive is bounce, to make it look fast and bouncy. So I'm planning on pushing him. Kick, down, 7, 8, and 1.
There's a step called kick ball chain. A kick ball chain, a kick ball chain.
That's better.
I spent the last 2 months thinking it was kick ball and chain. It's not. It's kick ball change. So got that wrong.
Very good.
We're doing a salsa. I've been reintroduced to the Latin beat, which I really love, and parts of my body that I didn't know I had.
Judge Rinda really can shake his tush. He got the footwork But the problem is there's a hand connections as well, so we just need to get it together. 7, no?
With any luck, if I can remember how my body moved when I was 30 years younger, it's going to be amazing. If not, less so.
Looking good, Judge Indra. Right, time now for our final guest. Last week, Annika Rice told us she wanted to open a bottle of wine and get into his hips. And after seeing that rumba on Saturday night, we could not agree more. It's Ore and Joanne.
We're just ordinary people. You kept on time beautifully throughout. It was great. Well done.
The drag was a little bit lumpy, but I thought it was very expressive and I thought it was very evocative.
Really nice, seamless moves that rolled one into the next, and I loved it. Thank you.
Welcome. Oh, it was an extraordinary performance. I watched it at home and I teared up. I really did. I don't know whether it's you.
You've got to stop crying, so it's getting old.
Too much, isn't it? I don't know whether it was Joe in that dress, it was your hips, or it was Tommy in the piano. I'm not sure. You struggled to keep a straight face, sort of, when you were training with this one. But there, on the night, look at you, were lost in it all.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we had struggled with the laughing. Yeah. But when we got down to the competition, we were focused. There was only the one bit, because we'd been counting it 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 face. Yeah. And that 2, 3 face, he had to put his hand down my face. We knew it was coming, and I tried to not look at his eyes, but look at his nose.
OK.
So I wouldn't laugh.
Nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you managed to hold on to that, and the judges absolutely loved it, as did we. Darcy loved the tender romance of it all. I mean, were you swept away in the end, Ore, by the romance of the rumba?
I think I was. I mean, it was such a beautifully choreographed routine by Joe, once again. But I think you touched on the laughter there. I think the reason why we're able to channel our romantic side is because we do trust each other so much. And it is a bit like us sometimes, like your kids in the playground, just like getting on as mates, where it is a bit giggly and a bit laughy. But I think because we just get on so well and we just have that trust, then at least for a minute and a half, I could hold on to the giggling.
You can like that.
So I loved it.
Straight face. Did you run off and go, bah?
It was
afterwards?
A little bit of a giggle to be finished.
You were definitely swept away, though, when Tess said you were going to Blackpool. Let's remind ourselves.
Ore and
faces. Joe, you actually physically shaking. I know it means an awful lot. Karen Hardy, by the way, was in yesterday, and she did say you had the best hip action that she's ever seen on the show, even better than her own partner, Ramp Prakash.
Gosh,
I know.
Hips himself.
Yeah.
Do you know, that was I heard it back. I watched it back on Catch Up last night, and that was absolutely amazing. But I wish you just told my mum, because the week before in our salsa, when we were in the bottom two, my mum called me up following that and said, "It's your figure of 8. You need to
Thanks,
you need to work on your figure of 8." And I was like, do you think I wasn't there? Thank you for the backup. But yeah, so it was nice that Karen.
You can always rely on your mother to tell you the truth, can't you? Statistics time. You currently are joint top with rumba scores with Danny and OT. 35 points. It's the highest marks of the series. Congratulations. Now, I know at this point it's all like, oh, we're all mates, we all get on, we're all family. But we're getting closer and closer to the final. Joe, it must be getting quite competitive between you all now.
Well, I'm not going to lie. When we were just sat out there and Ian was doing his bit, I was sat there and I'm going, oh, they're looking good, and they're looking good. And then Ori was like, we better get into the studio. And I was like, I'm not moving till I see Kevin and Louise.
Oh, and what did you think?
They look good.
Len was very impressed with your timing, and of course, because you just had Tommy and the piano. You didn't have any percussion. I mean, how difficult is that? Because with the rumba, like you say, you go on the two. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, what I learnt quickly about my dear partner here is that he can't count. He can't count. So everything is to the words of the songs, or to me going.
Oh, that funny language thing.
Yeah. I mean, that was a jive, wasn't it? So, you know, it didn't really matter if he was going on 1 or 2. We just knew to go on that word.
Yes, 2-3 face.
Don't do the face again, we'll all lose it. Now, you'll be doing a Viennese waltz this weekend in a little-known venue called the Tower Ballroom. You may have heard of it. It's in a place called Blackpool, but you're dancing to That's Life, which, again, is a classic. Would it be an understatement to say you're a little bit excited, stroke nervous?
Oh, it's going to be incredible. One, because the Clifton history in this place, Tower Ballroom, is huge. For me, I think for all of us non-dancers, it's going to be like the biggest school trip ever. You know, because we've all been doing this for the last 9 weeks or so. Yeah, cheers. Can we have non-training for just half an hour? I think it's just, we're so looking forward to getting on that bus and being out there and dancing, you know, stuff like the spring of the dance floor I've heard about for years.
8 inches, I've heard, that it makes people spring. I think that's what they said. Anyway, sell us your routine. You're doing it to That's Live. I mean, this is golden age again, isn't it? A little bit like your American Smooth, Singing in the Rain. Sell us. Come on.
OK.
Give us a trailer.
Sell.
Yeah.
Well, Fleckle. We have...
OK, one Fleckle.
Fleckles, plural. We've got a few
Fleckles.
OK.
We lose count on how many we have.
Mainly because I've gone so cross-eyed. I don't know where I am. But no, there's a lot of Fleckle action in
Lots of people have done a Viennese waltz. Joe, how are you making this better than theirs, so to speak?
Oh, heck. Well, we've got that massive floor now at Blackpool, so using his long legs, we can stride out.
Stride,
And I'm being really, really strict with him on the footwork, so I'm hoping that gets noticed.
OK.
And elbows up, and head up, and projection, and time. Lots
of things.
Exhausting, isn't it? It's exhausting. I've heard something that you may do more spins than anyone else has ever done in the history of time.
Maybe.
Be counting, people. Be counting. I don't want to blow your trumpet, but I must, because this is quite impressive, all right? So far, you have had the highest scores for the salsa, 34 points, joint with Danny, the rumba, 35 points, jive, 39 points, and the waltz, 36 points. Impressive. So, Joe, the highest score held at the moment for the Viennese waltz is Claudia and AJ, 36. Can you beat them?
Ooh, I mean, they were brilliant, but we'll try our hardest.
Definitely try.
We'll try our best.
I remember asking Claudia and Greg about their Viennese waltzes, and only before this week I didn't necessarily realise how much you need a sick bucket.
I'm just going to...
So, I mean, it's not even funny.
I'm just going to say a bit of advice that my dad always gave me and Kev at Blackpool: project to the first balcony.
Project to the first balcony. What with the... Yes, thank you. It's your birthday tomorrow with Greg. Happy birthday. Have a joint party. We will see you in Blackpool. Good luck, Maria Joanne. Gorgeous. That's all we have time for tonight. Don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow at 6:30. I'll be talking to Louise and Kevin, Judge Rinder and Oksana. Ian's back, and I'll be playing Dress Up with Vicky Gill. Plus, get ready for it. Disco legends Shalimar will be performing live. See you tomorrow. Good night, Shalimar.